Good morning, guys. We are in Whitcliffe, Kentucky. Waking up. This might have been one of the worst places I've stayed in a while. Between the traffic buzzing by just a few feet past my head here, and trains rolling through all night. I already got to bed kind of late because of storms, and me being the bouncy guy that I am, took me a little while to get to sleep. So we headed out of where we loaded at yesterday. They loaded us early. They told us to get in there because their bosses were telling them they were leaving by 3:30 no matter what. And they loaded me, got me out of there. My options was to drive straight into the storms, which they were already producing tornadoes and stuff. And so my options were either drive straight into the storm or park and hope and pray for the best. So I kind of talked it over with my in-laws, and they're like, yeah, let's go up to Whitcliffe and park. That's what I did. So they said a rotation went just north of me. Tornado actually hit Cape Girardeau, which I got to go through Cape either way. But they said one rotation passed just north of us across the bridge. They were saying not to go across the bridge if you don't have to. And then another one like blocks, even though I'm kind of in a wooded area, but if you go up to a stop sign behind me and go south just like a couple blocks, they said one came across through there. So what I think we're going to do today is head over to Kansas, deliver this stuff. I was originally just going to take it home. That was the plan, but we're talking to my mother-in-law, aka Dispatch. It's possible for me to deliver today and then get back halfway decent early tomorrow. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Make the turn and make the burn, I guess. That's the plan. So get things ready to go. Air conditioning went out, so that's wonderful. This truck does not like air conditioning. I'm almost believing that I'm not meant for air conditioning in a semi truck, because Snowball, I didn't have air conditioning in it for years, and I finally fixed it. Had everything replaced on it, and stuff started going back out on it again. So, dang if you do, dang if you don't. There's multiple trees down. We got damage. I do some readjusting on my straps, and the way I had these on here, I had to use a strap on both front and the back to squeeze them together. They were trying to walk away from me, and I'll be the first to tell you, I was in a hurry strapping down yesterday trying to get ahead of the storm, and didn't really strap it down the way I normally would. So trying to get it readjusted so I can get it back on the road. It's gonna go. I was trying to get over here and deliver our train parts, and then go down and get us a load of rock, but apparently Fireball's giving me trouble again. transmissions, I don't know if you guys can hear it through the camera or not, but the transmission has a bad whine to it. It's trying to kick out of gear, so what we're going to do is just try to make it over here and unload and try to make it back home with it, and at least, yeah, I don't know what the plan to be from there. Really just starting to think Fireball don't like going to Kansas, because it seems like every time I come over here anymore, one issue right after another. It's like always going to Kansas. I mean, yeah, it's having boost issues the other day, but it's like either the major issues, it's always Kansas. Always Kansas. We made it. This transmission is not happy at all. Forklift. Well, I guess we're going to head towards the house. Hopefully this thing makes it, because she was growling and making all sorts of noise and whining. Wife actually thought that I picked up another dog on the way when she was talking to me on the phone. She could swore up and down she heard a dog whining in the background. I'm like, no, that's just transmission whining. Well, we decided before we leave out to check the oil in the transmission, and this is what we found on the plug. That is a lot of metal. Kind of doing a closer inspection of the metal found. It's kind of flaky. It definitely got a bearing or something coming apart on that transmission. I can tell you that. What I'd like to do is not have to shift this thing. Trying my best to keep it, you know, what would be, according to the shifter's 8th gear, but you know, between 12th and Skyline. Wow. Right hand drive too. But what we don't want to be shifting out of the top gear, which is 8th on the shifter, or 13th or 12th. I mean, technically 13th and 12th are split in 8th gear, so trying to avoid it, because I mean, I just had to downshift for a little bit of traffic and I had to fight it to get it into gear. What I might have to do is skip the 7th gear altogether. Because I have to run the RPMs, so I have to skip 7th altogether, because I cannot hardly get it into that gear whatsoever. This is not helping at all. This sucks. We're in gear. This thing is not happy. You can hear the slop in the transmission. Man. Hopefully we get on 70 and we can just kind of cruise across. Just popped out of gear. Transmission is running hot. Well, I went ahead and pulled into the Petro. Hungry, figured I'd waddle in, get me some iron stomach chicken Alfredo. I don't get it very often. I'm gonna waddle in there and get me something to eat, I'll tell you what. So as far as the truck goes, we're gonna limp it the rest of the way home tomorrow, drop the trailer and take it to the shop and get a, I don't know, get the transmission rebuilt. They're just going to swap it out or what we're going to do here. I think that old boy was here last time I was here. I am Optimus Prime. Optimus be looking rough. Their old Fireball. Had my heart and soul set on chicken Alfredo. Get in there and find out they don't have chicken Alfredo. I even looked at the menu and read it. I read chicken Parmesan. But in my brain, I seen chicken Alfredo. I guess it's because that's what I had my heart set on. Settled for the buffalo mac and cheese. Ridiculous. Prices go up on stuff and they give you less food. I remember you buy that plate, it was like 10, 11 bucks. They filled the bowl up with mac and got a couple chicken tenders in there, and I mean, you got a filling meal, and I'm still kind of hungry. And the price is $15 now. Despicable. We're gonna try it, go to bed and get up in the morning and try to make it through St. Louis before traffic starts, because I don't want to be shifting the truck any more than I have to, because getting through Kansas City was a pain. I mean, it was a pain without having transmission issues, but trying to stop and go and try to adjust yourself. Some gears that, I don't know how to really explain it, but some gears it just sounds really bad. You can feel it in the shifter, and other gears it smooth as ice in it, but it's hard to get it into gear. Some gears it just whines. I mean, every gear's a different attitude just about. So we're gonna try to get through St. Louis without having to do a lot of shifting, and maybe try to figure out what we're gonna do, if we're gonna take it straight to the shop or take it home, drop trailer and then take it to the shop, or what we're gonna do. So I don't know. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless you, and we'll catch you later.